Greetings, welcome to the Path of Darkness, my Star Wars Conquest Sith campaign. Now I'm going to jump straight into this, and I've been thinking on this quite a bit now. Sith, my favourites, and if you've been following my Conquest series, I've stepped away from the Sith side for quite a while now, but we're going to jump straight back into it. It's been a long time coming. Now here I'm going to stick with what I know when making my character. He's going to be a human male. His father was a Force sensitive warrior, so I can get those early points. Right from the get-go, my character is a Sith, through and through. Now people have been asking, or people have been saying that I should join the Galactic Empire as when I start off as a Sith. But no. In Star Wars, Emperor Palpatine was still, hunting down anyone who had a connection to the Force, Jedi, and yes, he does have a few personal Force-sensitive warriors at his side, Inquisitors, Mara Jade, but the way I see it, I'm going to remain independent. What my goal is, what my ultimate goal is to bring back the Sith Empire. And that's what I'm going to do. That means the Rebels are my enemy, the Hutts are my enemy, and the Galactic Empire are my enemy. So I need to go ahead and make my character. Now right away, I'm gonna try and be careful as I do this. I want to make sure I make smart moves. Now I could put all my points into strength, but honestly there's not really that much need. However, I will knock it up to 14 so I can get the lightsaber I want fairly soon. Now, the thing is that once I get a few points in Power Strike, and once I've got the lightsaber I want, it's pretty well going to be a one-hit kill to anyone I come across. The only exception is I also plan on using the Force knowledge and having Force powers. I don't want to mess with any weapons like blasters or rifles, anything like that. So now I want to make sure my character's got high athletics so he moves quick, but at the same time I've got to make sure that the army at my back are decent, so I'm going to need to increase my charisma, but I also need my intelligence knocked up as well. I'm not just going to sink all my points into strength like I normally do, because we're going to need prisoner management, because we're going to have to take prisoners, because we've got to make that money somehow. And yeah, first aid, surgery, all those skills, I'm going to make sure I'm on top of it. But however, prisoner management is actually a party skill, so I could try and focus that on a certain companion. However, because it falls under charisma, I may as well focus on knocking it up. So I'm going to put these points into leadership, and I'm going to see if I can knock this up any more. I can indeed. So put my first points into strength, Power Strike. Force knowledge is low, but I want to make sure I hit hard right off the bat, because I'm not going to have much in the way of defense. Shield, I may want to invest in that later, but for now I'll focus on Power Strike. Now I'm going to be switching between one-handed and two-handed weapons. However, Force powers I probably won't use as much, so these extra weapon points I'm going to invest into Force powers, because that's going to be slowest to level up. As soon as I start hitting the enemy, my handed weapon skills are just going to skyrocket. Now, what am I calling this character? Well, I've been thinking about it, and because I'm going to be making the Sith Order, and there's no titles in this game, you have to do your own, I decided to go ahead and include the title with his name, so it's going to be Darklord. Now I've been trying to work out what name to pick, and I was toying around with Angrel, but I use Angrel quite a lot. It is one of my favourite character names, but I do use it a lot, and it's also a Sith in the Star Wars universe, not that it matters. Then I thought about Regnum, and then suddenly hit me, I want to try, one of my favourite Star Wars characters is Malgus from the Old Republic, so my character's name is going to be Malgus, so it's Darklord Malgus. I would have had Darklord of the Sith, but I think I need a name to match the face. So there we go. And apparently I've got spare points. Okay. Now, quickly shape the face here. Now, nothing original here, I'm just picking with what the character I know, or the face I know I should say. I was tempted to make a a Zabrak, but then I passed on it. This face is kind of cool, I could use, but no, I'll pass. So I do want to make a sort of dark greyish hair. Pick the old sort of, scruffy looking hair, and then we're just going to give him a quick beard as soon as I pick the one I want. There we go. I use this a lot, but to be honest, you don't get much more Sith than that. Make his hair a bit darker there. There we go. So this is Darklord Malgus. Now I could edit how my character looks a bit more in depth, but really it doesn't matter at this point. But can I make it a bit darker? His hair. Yep, there we go. And here we go. We begin the path of darkness. Now, quick look in the character list. Before I start, there are a few people that I want to make sure I get on the right side of. Now, normally I'm going to be capturing everyone and selling them whenever I get the chance, but there's a few in particular. They are, or they will be, Boba Fett, because I need a good Mandalorian at my side. Bosk, just because he's a transition and he's Bosk, you've got to take Bosk. And then I'll be looking at Darth Vader, even though he's part of the Empire. He is a Lord that can switch sides, so if I can get Darth Vader, that would be great. And then we're going to be looking at the Inquisitors from the Empire, Mara Jade, and there's a couple of others. Where are they? A couple of officers as well, including Grand Moff Tarkin and Grand Admiral Thrawn, because these are big characters in the Star Wars universe, and I kind of want them in my Empire. So there's that. But yeah, we've just started. Let's have a look at my inventory, see what I've got. I've got a lightsaber, not a very good one, and it's blue. We've got to change that right away. We need red. And I've got force block. I've also got a speeder bike and some bad armor and a bit of food. And 200 credits to my name. So I need to recruit now. I don't really care who I recruit, but I want to try and avoid rebels. If I've got to recruit anyone, I'll get stormtroopers, because at least that kind of fits the whole Sith. You definitely would have proper, a uniformed guard with you in the Sith Empire. So I'll probably recruit stormtroopers. However, thinking about it, there is one thing we can do. If we head to a cantina, I can talk to the waitress, and she will put me in contact with people to recruit. So I could recruit Mandalorian straight off the bat. So I could go here, and I think I would have a lot of mercenaries starting out, because I can always dump them later on. Say here, I could get like a bunch of Mandalorians at my back, because you've seen the gear they get later on. And one thing that I want to point out is that I will be taking on a lot of droids. I definitely want droids in my army. If anything, I will build a droid factory on one of the planets as soon as I capture it, because an army of droids would fit pretty well, because they're kind of independent at this point. But anyway, there's a tournament going on. Now this is going to be a good way to make a little bit of money, so I'm going to go ahead and join this tournament. Now I'm not going to make too much, but it'll be a nice little start. No one knows I'm a Sith yet. Well, I guess they do, but no one's stopping me from entering this tournament. Plus it's a good way to get my stats up. Try and take out this guy before he hits me with that two-handed sword. There we go. We ain't got nothing on Malgus. Oh wow, I better take out some of these yellows. I'm getting surrounded here, that's not good. He's away from me. He's trying to flank me. One down. Come on, you're almost down. Should be easier if I had a shield. Not sure why my hits aren't going. There we go. Last one. Whew. That was some odds. But it shouldn't be anything for Darklord Malgus, that's for sure. Now I've put the name in there early because I can't change it later on as far as I'm aware, so otherwise I'd have added the title once I've made my army. But it's not really going to matter. Okay, what colour am I? I'm blue, so I still have comrades here. I don't want to be left on my own again. Very good, very good. I've got no more money to bet on myself, so I'm just going to jump into it. Oh, the shield's useless. My only chance is getting over there to my allies. And these guys aren't going to let me pass. One down. Two to go. I'm letting hits in. Not good. One left. Can I take his sword? Can I take his weapon? It's not letting me. What is that on the ground? Two-handed vibro sword. I can get to it. Okay, let's do this. No! I mistimed that. That's not appropriate. I'm still in it though. Still in it. My guy's doing a good job. Keep it up. Good job. Run over there, get a bit of help from him. Alright, I'll take this guy. Get rid of my shield, I don't need it. Wow, this guy got everyone. I should hire him. In fact, it probably means I'm going to be fighting him here soon. There we go. I believe that's him, the guy who's just been destroying everyone. Wait for him. There we go. I earned 200 credits. Now I can go wild and retire. Okay, so that wasn't really as much as I was hoping, but it'll have to do. Now, while I would have liked to, you know, get some Mandalorians, the best bang for buck at the moment is getting some Stormtroopers. Like I said, I can always replace them later on, but it makes sense for me to have them. No one wants to join me, of course. Now, I've been thinking about where I'm going to set up my sort of capital. Now, it's occurred to me that this place doesn't actually have Korriban, which is very saddening. So, I may take like a nice looking planet like Mustafar to start with, or my capital may end up just being Coruscant. Or Mandalore, although Mandalore is pretty buggy. Anyway, at the moment that does not matter. No point me getting involved with these fights just yet. I need to try and find some independent factions out there, increase my strength, build my army, and then we'll pounce. Because as soon as I start fighting these big factions, that's it, they're going to be all over me. I figure I'll find some trouble in the hut space, so I think that's where I'll go. If I was looking to pick people off, that's where I'd be. One thing I'll be doing with this character is getting his trainer skill up early, so anyone who joins me, they'll be leveled up pretty quick. Because having strong troops at my back is incredibly important in this. It's not like I'm the the marshal of the rebel army, where I've got several officers at my back helping with their armies. No, I'll be on my own most of the time. Alright, so the merchant convoy here, I think we could go ahead and attack them. However, it's just occurred to me that these are most likely bodyguards. Yep. However, the difference is this time I have a lightsaber, not a horrible vibro sword, so if they want to test my patience, they're more than welcome to come here. My guys are getting knocked out pretty quick, however, I think I can win. Maybe not. Getting surrounded, don't want it to happen, and down I go. Complete miscalculation there. Attacking the merchant convoy was not a good idea, however, I believe this is letting me leave. Which is good enough to get away for the moment. Not the best, not really the best thing, but can't be helped. Now I'm going to go in here and help these guys because I'll be able to just go straight in, kill these Jawas and get some experience. My guys are going to get a bit of experience as well. So in all, it's going to help me. I definitely need a speeder as well. may invest in one. One thing I wonder is, should my Sith Empire be racist? Because most of the older Sith Empires only took in Sith. They didn't take in, you know, aliens, so that's one thing I need to decide on. What I'm hoping to do, though, is pick up some companions, because every companion I pick up is going to be turned into a Force-sensitive warrior, into a Sith. They're going to be my apprentices. And I've leveled, so let's invest here. Now, my strength is pretty decent. It doesn't take much of a lightsaber, however, I think I need to increase my leadership skill. Now, technically, I could leave prisoner management to a companion, but since it falls under charisma, I'm not going to be raising that skill with anyone else. There's no need. Now, there is persuasion, but that's intelligence actually. I thought that was charisma. I'm surprised it isn't. So basically, I may as well increase my prisoner management skill as well. Now, I do only have 1 point here. Oh, sorry, I have 2 points in that case then. I'll invest in prisoner management, and I want to take power strike, but I could do with the extra prisoners early on and make some money. Then again, if I can't kill everyone I'm fighting, I'll invest in power strike. I'll get prisoner management next. And as I said, force powers are going to be focused upon. The one thing I want to check out is my weapon. It is a one-handed lightsaber. I should have used it with the shield. I switched because I assumed it was one-handed and two-handed. Now I've got some Jawas here who are trying to pick a fight, and I don't have the health at the moment. I definitely need to start hitting these planets visiting the cantinas and find my companions early, start getting them trained. I'm assuming she has an issue against slaves, but I do plan on taking many. So she is kind of a, you know, she can focus on medical treatments and stuff. So that might be useful. I could make her my sort of medical, the doctor of the ship. I suppose I don't have to have everyone in as a Sith, but I think making my companions one would be kind of fun. Something to work towards. Sadly, I cannot afford to buy her any equipment yet. I can barely afford anything for myself, so that's going to have to wait. But there we go, we have our first companion, and let's have a quick look at her skills. Yep, she's got fairly high intelligence. That's what we're going to do. I'm going to continue to increase it. I'm going to keep putting points in surgery, wound treatment, first aid, and when I can spare it. She's already got points in power strike. This is fantastic. She's already built for this. So she's going to become a Sith. I'll get her a lightsaber, I'll get her a robe. Everything you need to be a Sith, really. I do need to increase her health though, and she does need some sort of ranged skill, so I'll probably invest in force powers as well. But yes, this is a very good start. This will save me from having to put points into surgery. However, oh no, it's cargo management, first aid, so everything's a party skill. So this is really good news for me. So, we've started. Darklord Malgus has started down the path of darkness to rebuild the Sith Empire. hope you lot are going to enjoy this ride. Thank you for watching.